All right, guys. So welcome to the live session here with your host, Dre Day FX. So as we do every weekdays, we look at the Forex indices and metal markets. So hope everyone had a great morning here so far. So this morning we had the London session here. It's pretty good. And we're going to do another one here with you guys. So let's get on to it. So I'm going to be looking at the news calendar. So Forex Factory. So for New York, if we look at the New York session here, we have a tentative, let's see here. So the economic optimism, that is tentative. Don't know if it's going to be out because of the government shutdown. So just be to the lookout of that. But other than that, nothing big here in regards to movement here in the market. So should be pretty smooth sailing here. We do have CAD news here for the IVE PMI. So if you're trading CAD here around 10, there will be some news. But other than that, pretty straightforward here today. All right. So I'll show you exactly how we're going to get the alerts here on our session. Let's see here. So this is the TV alert app. So this is basically a site here that I created here that will provide you institutional liquidity here in the market. So giving you a buy or a sell signal here for the actual direction. So you decide if you take the trade or not. It will provide you with the direction. So if it's a buy or a sell, for this example here, we have a sell signal here. And the date that is today's date, the time when the signal came in, the price, and the actual symbol, right? So so when we get the alert here, you're gonna hear the actual AI that will provide you with the info. Like this. So that's what you're gonna hear. And yeah, so it's pretty straightforward to use. And if we have any alerts here at our session, so between 9:30 until around 10:15, I will let you know if you don't hear it in the background, but it's going to be there here, scanning the market for us. Right. Next, we have the trading view indicators. So what you're seeing here is, I'm just going to remove the drawing here. There we go. Is we have German. So it was in the bearish movement here. We did had a sell here at German, pretty much right here, and broke down. So it was a small scalp here to the downside. Then it started to reverse off of a resistance zone, a support zone, and bounce off of it. So if you have taken those two entries here that we had at London, you would be in profit. You would have to get out here at that point before that reversal. So basically, this is Nova. So provide you with a trend in the market. So most of the time here, it's pretty accurate here overall. And next, we have fair value gap. So this is a fair value gap here off of the higher time frame here. So this is off of a 4-hour time frame. So those big boxes that you're seeing here, those are bullish fair value gaps. So if the price wants to go higher and higher, right now basically we're in a consolidation phase. Eventually it should be broken down here to go down on German. So we're just waiting to see, maybe it's gonna be it will be doing it tomorrow. mid for London session. So I'm expecting to have the price going down. Sorry about that, guys. And we have high low level. So this is a support and resistance zone indicator. And all the indicators that I'm showing you guys, those are my indicators that I created because I'm also a software engineer. So I do code and especially on MT4, MT5, and on TradingView. So what you're seeing here is proprietary to me. So this is a support and resistance level indicator that will provide you with a higher time frame. That is the 30 minutes here currently. So the big reds and blue lines here that are bold, those are the higher time frame, and the smaller ones here is the current time frame support and resistance zones. All right. So they'll provide you some good indication here of what to expect in the market overall. We have the MTA indicator. So this is the multi-time frame analysis. So it'll provide you with previous day high, previous day low, and median price of the previous day. You have the option also for the previous week and the previous month, right? So you have to go on the settings and change it, and you're gonna have all of the details here. So as you can see, based off previous day price action, we're trading. We went below the previous day mid range and started to bounce off of it in the upside. So currently, this is where the price is at. Next, we have the POC and VWAP. So point of control, basically it's a support and resistance level here off of volume, off of the previous day. And VWAP, this is this line here. So this is the volume weighted average price related to previous day. And also you have the current VWAP here that is following the trend. So right now it's the actual trend is bullish. So we're currently above VWAP, and everything is above everything. So POC, previous day POC, previous day VWAP, everything is looking up. Oh, all right. And that's how you use it. So basically, I use it just to make sure that I'm in the right range here of the market. If I'm above or below previous day's price action, give me some indication here of what to expect in the continuation here in the upside or downside. And finally, we have EMXAI with Nova. So this is one of the latest one that we did. But the AMX AI indicator is basically the one of the first way that I was trading in the market when I started in 2013. So I was looking at the average directional index and a few other things like VOR POC to take trades and give me some indication of what price wanted to do. And yeah, and right now you had that sell here. It went up, went to that POC and started to break down. So if you had taken that trade at that point here, you would be out of that trade around TP2, almost TP3, and started to reverse. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of it. Let me go back here. That's perfect. So yeah, that's pretty much the rundown of the indicators overall. So on this session here, we're going to be focusing on US30, Nasdaq, S&P 500, gold, and Russell 2000, and lastly we have German 40. So that will be six alerts that we may receive here on this session. So market will open up in about 5 minutes. And all of the alerts here will be between 9:30 and 10:15. On mine, I will be trading my funded, not my funded, my futures eval that I have with one of the newest for futures prop firm that I'm testing out. for you guys, just to make sure that it's working fine and everything is good. And yesterday, if you missed that, the live from New York session yesterday, uh, did the over 5% here off of the US30 move. That was the biggest winner here overall yesterday. If I go back here, and I did a breakdown here at London, I think. Yeah. So if you look at the London session here this morning, I did a breakdown off of that. But basically, the entry was right here, and I got out at around this region here. When you see those two lines here, that was the previous day of POC and VWAP of the previous day. That was Friday's POC and VWAP. So we went straight there and started to bounce off of it. So I already got out here before the bounce here. So that trade was basically 5% here overall. And I would have made more because of that error that I did in regards to the support of the trailing stop mechanism here on the prop firm that I didn't understand at that time, but took me a few seconds just to understand exactly what's going on, and I was able to use it, trail it on the live, and you could see exactly the profit that I did here on this live. So that was the live of the 6th of October. So that was Monday. Um, so that was basically yesterday. So you could revise this live here. It's going to give you the breakdown of that trade. So we still have less than 2 minutes before market open. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, put them in the chat, guys. I'm just gonna put. Oh, I have to charge my phone. So we still have a few minutes left. Won't be long, guys. All right. Perfect. So let's go on the charts. I'm just going to look at all of the US indices to see what to expect. So everything is currently bullish here. US30, NASDAQ, and S&P 500. So all are bullish here. And gold is so it is 9:30 here right now. So gold is also bullish. Yeah. So everything is currently bullish here. And German is also bullish. It's going to switch. Eventually, it's going to switch bullish. All right. All right. So market is just gonna go back on US30. This is basically the one that I'm usually looking at. US30 buy.
Buy US30 at price 46,824.2 on 15 AM time frame at time 9 hours 32 minutes and 31 seconds. Buy US30 at price 46,824.2 on 15 AM time frame at time 9 hours 32 minutes and 31 seconds.
All right.
Buy US30 at price 46,824.2 on 15 AM time frame at time 9 hours 32 minutes and 31 seconds.
So Russell is a buy also.
Buy RTY at price 2,492.8 on 15 AM time frame at time 9 hours and 33 minutes. Buy RTY at price 2,492.8 on 15 AM time frame at time 9 hours and 33 minutes. Buy RTY at price 2,492.8 on 15 AM time frame at time 9 hours and 33 minutes.
So Russell and US30 still pushing here. All right, so I'm just do a small scalp. Je pense pas que aussi. J'ai fait 14 pièces à date. All right, so let's revise everything. So first, US30, we have a buy. Did a small scalp. I'm still not quite keen of taking that trade because it's going towards some type of resistance zones right now. So it's pushing up. So I'm expecting to go lower a little bit more. So NASDAQ is a buy.
Buy US100 at price 25,033 on 15 AM time frame at time 9 hours 35 minutes and 57 seconds. Buy US100 at price 25,033 on 15 AM time frame at time 9 hours 35 minutes and 57 seconds. Buy US100 at price
So US100 buy.
time frame at time 9 hours
S&P 500 is a buy. And we had Russell, I think, is the buying, but Russell is going down right now. Like I said, I'm looking for that sell. Usually Russell will provide you with the actual entry here. But US30, like I said, I'm looking to go down here eventually because it seems to be touching here a resistance zone. So if we go back here, let me remove all of the lines, drawings here. So this move here is considered as I'd say a turtle soup. So this is another concept here of ICT for the market. As you can see, it's like a cup right here. When I was overall bearish here on US30, so maybe it's starting to do a higher low. Yeah, so it's seems to be creating a higher low right now. So higher low will be considered here at that point. All right. Whoops. I'm gonna put my line again. All right. So we'll see if it really wants to push to the upside. And if you want to have more confirmation, you could put a fib from that swing high to that swing low. So we'll do that. Swing high to that big swing low right here. Boom. As you could see, that's a 61.8 retracement here off of that big swing here, from here to here. And I can even go it, I misread the fib, so I'm just gonna adjust it a little bit. Forgot that big swing low right here. So I'll put it right here. All right. So as you could see, we're at 61.8, more or less 61.8. And also we have, if we go on FVG, fair value gap, we have a bullish fair value gap that is created, but it may fail. So it may break down to the downside to go short. So we'll wait and see, wait and see. On my futures account, I only did a small scalp because to the upside, only did like $14. Just waiting for the better setup here to take. So close this. So we're at the previous day high on the Dow. So previous day high is right here. We went touched previous day high. So everything is on point, guys. As you could see, previous day high was right here. Um, Tuning above POC and VWAP, but the overall market bias here is bearish here. So as you can see, price is retracting here to the downside. So that was grabbing some liquidity here at the top, waiting for it to go lower here. So we are, so we're gonna have another candle here coming up. $9.45. So like I said, guys, it seems to be like a trap move because it was going high to take some liquidity here at the top, and as you could see, we went towards the previous day high on US30, and as you could see, we had the POC and VWAP from the previous day that was pretty much ranging here, so we went towards that front, and we had the higher low that is being created here off of that wick. So I'm expecting here to go short here overall. All of the indices currently. All right. So Nintendo came in. All right. So let me. right, so I'm in for a sell. Just gonna 105. All right, so took a sell here on US30. This is only my own analysis here because of what I saw. I'm expecting to go short here off of that impulsion in the upside. So they finished grabbing the liquidity at the top. So Elian, hope you have a great day. He said US30 4 hour. All right, so order fill on my sell, my quick scale scalp. That's what I was waiting for. Oh my God. Can't win, can't win. Going to refresh. So why is it not? Why is it rejected? Why they rejected my trade? Let me check. Going to why it rejected my trade. All right, so let me refresh. All right, so you said US 34 hour candle in the bullish close buy setup after pullback into the level 4 hour. But like I said, as you could see, it was breaking down to the downside here. So that's what we were expecting to do. Oh, okay, nice. All right, so I just placed that sell, got me out. So I was missing, I think, $112 here to pass the challenge. And let's see if I passed it here. I'm going to pull up the. All right. So as you could see, just passed the challenge. $113 was missing here to pass it. So I did that in 2 days. So small scalp here at the top. You could see my trades here that I took. So I did a small scalp here. So $2, yeah, $97 here, and then $4.50, and another $9.50. So 4 wins, no losses here. And if we go back on yesterday's trades, I think I only had 1 loss, 2 losses, 3 wins. And this is because of the issue that I had with the stop loss and everything like that. So 60% win rate, but we were in the right direction of the market. So it says here, congratulations, you pass. It says here clearly, congratulations, you pass the light Alcyon light evaluation upgrade. So it's asking me to upgrade here. So we are good to go. Good to go. Good to go. So continue here, guys. So that's what I was expecting here on that US30. Breakdown was pretty simple. So saw higher low, put my fib, look at my POC VWAP zones, pretty much went to that POC zone here that was the previous day high, and waiting for a rejection off of those setup here. So that was basically a trap move, like I said, and we're selling off right now. Just gonna close this. Right. And let me go back here on the alerts. Let me close those alerts here. So you see, even though you had a buy here on US30, you have to break down. You have to break down the signal, right? So not all signals are good. It was a good signal, but it was supposed to be a scalp that you had to do. So, but it was clearly a sell, and that's exactly what happened. All right, I did not understand what does it mean. Contracts. Uh, I do not understand what does it means contracts on futures. Okay, so the contracts. So every time that you're putting a contract, every tick. So when you let me do something here. I'll show you guys. Just going to close everything so y'all can see. And I'll see if I'm able to. Just gonna open my demo account. So let's say I do a sell, okay? So every contract here, don't think it's gonna show you this. Okay, no. I'll show you guys exactly what the contracts means. You could go on, let's see here, futures contract. Won't be long. I'm just gonna go on the CME group. Let's see here. Markets, futures. So basically, okay, can't find it, but eventually I'll put a section. I know I have a futures section here on my Discord. I'll add more details because it's been a while that I didn't update that. But the how the contract works is that you have every contract is basically the amount of risks that you're adding to the market, right? So every contract has a certain amount of ticks. The ticks are based off the actual movement in the market. So every ticks that it's going up or down per contract, you're gonna make money. All right. So for example, on the contract that I put here for that trade was basically five contracts. So each contract, I think it was around maybe $2 or $3 per contracts, depending, or maybe less than $2. So as the more contract that you're putting, the more money that you're risking, right? So and the contract calculation for the amount of money per tick that you're able to do will be based off of if you're trading a e-mini and a micro e-mini. Okay, like I said, the micro e-mini is a lower cost per tick compared to the e-mini. So to calculate the amount of the rate for the e-mini for one e-mini contract, that equals at 10 micro mini contracts. All right. So it's really basically divided by 10. And it will give you the exact same price for the micro mini and the e mini. Right. So we do have the calculation here, and the actual price is on the is it on the it should be on the CME market website. This is the general one, but most of the prop firm has that documentation here also. But this is how it works basically. So clearly, it's that your per tick you're going to be using uh, per tick per contract. You're going to have a certain amount of money that you're doing per tick when it moves. So the movement that I did here, it was 5 contracts. So if it was $100, I think it was around $2 per contract. $2 per contract, and I think it moved 10 ticks. So 10 by $10 by 10 ticks or 12 ticks roughly is about $100. So that's how it works. But we'll do some. I'll put some more documentation here for the futures contract in the Discord, and I will let you know, Leon, when it's done. But it's pretty simple. So instead of putting lot size, you're going to be putting contracts. But it seems to be confusing a little bit at the beginning, but it's does 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 platform calculate contract? Yeah, it's the same way as, let's say I take a trade here. All right, it's the same principle. So I take a sell. I'll take a sell here right now. You see, you have the sell here. You have your price. Your TP, you have to slide it down towards the level that you're taking on, that your stop loss is, and your TP is right here. So you could slide it down, and you're gonna see exactly the money, the amount that you're risking, and the amount that you should be making off of that move. All right. So you clearly see it there. I'm just gonna scroll down. So this is how you're gonna see it on Alcyon or any other futures prop firm. Okay, I did that on paper trade today. Understood, not the understood now the principle. Yeah, exactly. That's why I told you to practice on TradingView, because it's the exact same thing on, it could be Alcyon or any other futures prop firm that use the same somewhat platform. The platform that is that Alcyon is using is called Volumetrica, and it's similar as a TradingView. So the only difference is that the way that the TP and stop loss is set up is, I think, the other way around. So the first is SL and then TP, but on TradingView it's TP and then SL. But other than that, it will provide you with the price, your current price here. This is the floating equity, your stop loss, and your TP. All right. So it's the same principle, but for the actual calculation of the amount per tick per contract, I will do some research for you and put it in the Discord. So that way you're gonna see all the details, and I could see other what is it called, other sites here that will explain that to you. Pretty simple. All right, so we're not gonna have any other signals here. So like I said, most of the signals here, if we go back, let me close this trade, this demo trade, close. All right. If we look at, gonna look at all of the setup here. So we had Russell. Russell was a buy. US30 was a buy, but like I said, most of the setup here were starting to reverse. SSP 500. So you see, it's all of them are reversing here. Let me pull up this. There you go. All right. Okay, I did that on paper trading to the end of the video. Looking at it, got 15-minute chart. UK 100 buy setup. Okay. UK, it seems to be exhausted a little bit more, a little bit here. So if you're this morning at London, we had that buy. It was ranging a little bit. It went up and then started to go down. Take the I think we break even here on that trade, and now it's starting to go down. But I'm waiting. I'm looking for a bearish movement here. So that buy, I don't feel it's going up here. It's pretty much consolidating a little bit and waiting for it to reverse. So, and also I wouldn't trade UK 100 at New York. Sometimes you're gonna have some setup for UK 100 at New York, but overall UK 100 it will be at London. All right. Perfect. So we'll close it out here, guys. So pretty good session overall. Uh, I did the breakdown here on that US30 trade. So what to expect. Yeah, but for now, like I said, I wouldn't I will leave it alone. Maybe it may continue in the upside for sure, but for my rules, I don't take trades at London at New York for London indice, because that the movement here was already done here at most of the impulsion was done at London. All right, so we're gonna go back here on that past challenge that I did on live. So show you guys that I did pass the eval here in 2 days. So if you could go back here on the New York session yesterday, that trade that we took on US30, that was a big winner. And I did a small scalp here for a buy, at the top, and then took that sell off of that big sell candle here on US30. And as you can see, it says that I passed it right there in 2 days. And I'm going to go back here on the trading view and show you exactly the actual setup that we took. So on this wick here, I took two buy scalp, and then I clearly stated that I was waiting for a sell off here because it's doing a higher low that was confirmed. And I was setting off on the next candle, and that's exactly what happened. So we did a big sell off here, right to the POC line, and we're still going down right now. All right. So those two move here. I think I only needed like $97 here to pass, and I did this, and it passed the challenge here off of that small move. So we are currently going down here. So when it's gonna reach that level here, confirming bearish here on US30. All right. So that being said, guys, we're gonna close it out. We'll be back here tomorrow, London session. So 2:45 Eastern Standard Time, 2:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're not able to assist that London session, we're still gonna do that New York session tomorrow. So at 9:15. All of the upcoming lives are already on my YouTube channel. So make sure to open your notification bell, or click notify me on the session that you want me you're going to be able to join. But I do those breakdowns here each and every day, helping you out here on being profitable here overall in the market. All right. So that being said, guys, wish you a wonderful day, and talk to you soon. All right. Peace. Have a great one.